Welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy. I am the owner of Belle Coaching, and my life coaching certifications came through the Brave Thinking Institute. So my question for today is this: how do we get rid of damaging patterns and the painful emotions that go along with those patterns? Actually, I have such good news. I have found a way to go back to where the pattern was first formed, and the way I do that is with a technique called the compassion key. As most of you know, I am currently in a certification program for the compassion key, and I have been offering free one session, one session per person, and there are 2 weeks left of this offer. These are one-to-one sessions on Zoom, and they generally last about 45 to 60 minutes. The benefits that people are having so far are so profound, and I'm just so happy about that. So let's look at an example of a pattern that some people may have going on in their lives right now. Do people repeatedly attempt to control, manipulate, and coerce you into doing things? Doing things you don't want to? Do they trick and deceive you? Do you promise yourself that you will be strong in your boundaries, but then fail in standing firm and strong for yourself once again? You may experience this with a spouse, and after the terrible betrayal, you decide to get a divorce, only to get into another relationship where you are tricked and deceived and betrayed again. Only this time the circumstances are different. He tricks and deceives you in a different way, and you simply cannot recognize that it is the same betrayal pattern. And why is it that you keep playing out the same drama, the same pattern with different people? It is most likely because when you were a child, you were wounded by someone who tricked you or deceived you, and you felt betrayed. And that wounded part of you often gets frozen in time, and it stays wounded. You have buried this wound and you have forgotten about it, but the wound is still there. Therefore, the betrayal pattern is still there. And why is the pattern still there after all of the work you have done to alleviate it? The pattern is still there because the original wound is still there. And the way that we know the wound is still there is because you are still creating situations that re-wound you in the same way. This is the way of a persistent pattern. Through the pattern, the wound is attempting to get your attention. It so desperately wants your attention. It wants and needs to be noticed. The wounded aspect is actually screaming at us that it wants to be healed. And that wounded part will cause you to repeat the pattern over and over again until it does get that healing. The compassion key technique finds the original trauma and gives that wounded part of us the compassion so urgently needed in order to be heard, understood, and to be healed. Once that wounded part is healed, it no longer creates the pattern of pain and destruction. Does that make sense? That's how it works. Up until Tuesday, September 27th, when I will be fully certified as a Compassion Key practitioner, I am offering one free session per person so that you can experience the healing that this modality provides. You can request a free session on my website at libertybellcoaching.com, or you can send me a direct message here on Facebook, or if you're on Rumble, I will put the link in the description box below. In closing, we have all tucked away and buried our wounds so deep that it is next to impossible to find them on our own. I'm here to help heal those wounded parts of you. All you have to do is reach out. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you.